Ramon is definitely a cracked player. So is Lurie, and we are just seeing some, honestly, in my humble opinion, some crazy upsets. Honestly, like these players tonight are just not messing around. And you know what? 1 3/4 thumbs up. That's all I can do. But you know, that's as good as 2. You know, for most people.
Absolutely.
So. Oh my goodness, we get to see an Eno in this Kiddracula. I'm so excited. The Eno believers are few and far between. I am lucky enough to have one to train against, but like, if I didn't have that, this character would scare the bejesus out of me. Like,
and Eno's one of those characters too that specifically coming into FNF, you gotta know this matchup. You know, it's one of the things where you have to know the Eno matchup, and the Enos all unfortunately have to know the Baiken matchup. Unfortunately for them.
If Baiken actually manages to like maintain a level of aggression on Eno, she doesn't get to play. But if Eno gets to scheme for even half a second in neutral, it's just misery. It's such a weird, volatile situation. And speaking of volatile, we got GwynStylish on the Bridget against Eno. Not a matchup you get to see a whole lot. This is crazy. This is crazy.
This would be a very, very momentum-based kind of matchup. You know,
and
these characters get in for the first time, and it could just be game over.
Yeah, I love all the short stat characters too, because they can just go under Chemical Love, and it's just like, unless you get like a perfect TK, what are you gonna do? Like, gonna get 2H counter hit and taken all the way to the wall by this Brisket here and into the mix. You got high-low 50-50s, I got them, but I also got burst baits. Let's go.
Done. Running that Bridget corner pressure. Nice timing on the 6P, but now you gotta contend with this Bridget that's 100 meter right now. Just puts you right back into the corner with the YRC. Look at this, gonna be confirming into the super. Didn't even leave the ground for that combo.
Really, really nice stuff. I bet Eno feels a lot like Batman did, like when like what's her Catwoman disappeared or whatever. He's like, oh, that's what that feels like. Like Eno's over here like, oh, this is what repeatedly getting looped into 50-50s feels like. Oh my lord, is this what I've been doing to people?
Yep.
Oh my lord.
All the Eno's been learning that lesson. That's why you never see Eno's wall slump anymore, because they were just like, okay, we're reformed. We understand how it feels.
I can't, you poor sweet summer child. I can't put you through this pain.
Oh, nice
Just go through the wall and give me positive bonus.
Trying to get that Kiddracula, trying to get those JPs out there to catch some rolling movements, but Gwyn is just doing really, really good, playing nice and patient here.
Yeah. Gwyn is doing an immaculate job of just keeping the rolling movement and spacing, just keeping it clean, really keeping everything nice and tight here. Dracula not getting any room to breathe. Nice Chemical Love and a nice note to try to get some offensive pressure going. It is my mix time. Sit down. Let me show you how it's done, child.
Here we go. Been doing this a lot longer than Bridget has. Oh, nice 2K. A very brave 2K. Some very interesting movement as well. Not quite burst safe. Has 100 meter though. You can make anything happen in this game with 100 meter, even a 2K TD.
Man. I love that last couple of sequences from Dracula. Really, really well played, and great use of meter there.
The
Great 2H.
Counter.
Should have gone for the bombo, but instead we get bear hugs. Let's go.
A little bit of bear hug. 26 frames, by the way, as the homie Jack always loves to remind people.
Yeah.
Very reactable move, according to Bridget players and no one else.
What's crazy is like in a 60 FPS game, 26 frames is 4 frames shy of being half a second of startup.
Yep.
Like when you think about how fast half of a second or how slow half of a second is, it's crazy how reactable it is. And you just add insult to injury. You're just like, man, I got hit by that, huh?
Gwyn gets the punish as well with the 2H. Now we're in the corner. Another good 6P by Kiddracula. Definitely been learning that matchup a little bit. And calls out the YRC. A few too many of those YRCs coming out. Kiddracula making the adaptation there on the fly.
Yeah, that was beautiful adaptation, 100%. And hey, maybe, Dracula doesn't have that gold aura for no reason. That Celestial grind set, paying dividends right now. And honestly, this is looking like Dracula's one to lose, because like Gwyn started out super strong, super aggressive, but Dracula just kind of has almost done the impossible and taken and said, hey, you know what, I respect the game you're playing, but I'm gonna slow it down. And I'm just gonna start picking you apart on all of these overreaches, overextensions, and suddenly Brisket is cooked.
Oh, what
right
a
there,
burst bait. That's my
naturally
favorite
burst
burst
save.
bait in the game.
Yep. Ooh, that was tricky.
A little bit of side-to-side mix coming in from Kiddracula as well. Eno been looking good. Oh, it's wall sometime. There we go. That one knocked up a little bit, but with 100 health versus just a fraction of HP. Got a mountain to climb here for Gwyn, but this is the way you start doing it. Ooh, got over to the corner at the very least. Picked up the American Reset. 100 meter. Look at that.
And we pick it right back up. You know what? I honestly don't blame Gwyn for not blocking that.
Yeah,
like left on a pixel, like I thought I died too. Like
Yep.
I've had so many games where like, oh, I'm dead, and then you don't die and you're like, well.
What a 2H. That is such a devastating button. Especially with the side swap combo getting back into the corner. Gold burst.
And I'm glad that we didn't see a burst bait there because you know, we wouldn't have gotten any of that damage. And
Yep.
That being said, Gwyn lost the momentum on that gold burst here, and it is Eno party time here with the chemical love in the corner.
I mean, we always say here, like, if you're going to burst, it might as well be golden. You end up with situations like this, and you land the Megalomania.
This hurts. I feel it in my soul.
That one hurts a little bit.
Frame 0 after the flash. What are you gonna do? Oh, you wanted to jump too damn bad. You should have already jumped.
Boy, you weren't already jumping on your wake up? Come on.
Why weren't you jumping on wake up against Eno?
Yeah,
Like, come on.
You don't just jump on wake up when you're getting wall slumped. What's come on. You can.
Yeah, like, jeez. What made you think that wasn't a good idea? It couldn't have been the 3 mixes I hit you with before that discouraged jumping. Fair and honest character. Daisuke's vision is never blurry. 2020 at all times.
The
And,
Eno mental stack is definitely coming in clutch here for Kiddracula. I mean, that's one of the things too about about this bracket. Like, you end up like round 2 and round 3 is where the absolute killers like come out to play. Like, you end up with so many of these matches where it's like, GwynStylish is cooking right now on the Bridget, but Kiddracula is just methodically picking them apart on the offense.
Yeah, and I like the overall adaptations we're seeing from Dracula. Like, we saw the chemical love stuff the rolling momentum there, and we tried 5P before, and we rotate through our options. That being said, Yo-Yo Master is just gonna come in here and get supered. Never mind. I was trying to be hype, but
landing the reversal super. But hey, we got the pickup eventually. The 2K2D coming in. Gwyn definitely picking up some adaptations there themselves. Those JPs were looking really nice.
Big 2S.
Love to see these characters meeting in the air a little bit. When you're in the corner, that one doesn't burst bait. Lucky for Gwyn, but this is going to wall break here. A little bit extra damage.
Big wall break. And this is one chance left to guess correctly. Unfortunate. 7 golden letters for Dracula. Gotta feel good after that one.
A scrappy perfect as well. Here we go. This is Gwyn's chance.
Ooh, I like that 6P.
Mash out of the corner. Kiddracula doing so good on the defense. There's a big counter hit though. Burst is going to be back here any second. Oh, blocks the YRC. There's the burst for sure. Immediately on that counter hit.
Yeah, definitely don't disagree. You were dead otherwise. And Gwyn is going to take this one off of the Tap Dust RC. Wow, we are still in it. Putting a breadstick on the board, and we're with 2-1 right now. Dang. What a way to hold on. Like, definitely some light at the end of the tunnel here. We just got to hope that it's not a, Eno-shaped freight train.
Yep. I mean, when both the players are as good as these players are, like, the adaptations are going to come, right? Like, you're not just gonna immediately hit like layer 2 and just win the whole set. Like, you're going to see the adaptations, and it's just a matter of like how many layers deep can you dig. But being in a hole where Kiddracula is already up 2-1, if they make a little bit of a spicy adaptation here and take the match, it could be pretty devastating.
Oh yeah, for sure. And it's going to be on Dracula to do something early like that big counter hit to just stuff any momentum Gwyn had building. And so far, keeping this corner pressure going is going to get that... oh, no burst bait there off the JD.
I'm a big proponent of that burst here, of the hero burst, to kind of keep things aggro in the corner. Like we were saying, it's so momentum-based.
Oh yeah.
Nice
DP, get
bait.
off me. 6P says get off me in
Another counter
return,
hit.
and oh,
These frame
I wanna
traps that
believe-
look like combos for the resets are
right.
devastating.
And I want to believe that Gwyn is just like mashing DP and accidentally getting like 5P or something, you know, just like trying to DP the frame traps with those turny nerves or something.
It could.
That was a beautiful catch there.
Ooh, oh, what a cross up, but does get thrown there. Another throw coming in. This is Kiddracula's game now, but Gwyn does manage to get out of the corner. YRC coming in, into the stroke. Gwyn gonna be playing a little bit of a zoner game. Nice catch on the super there.
Man, you thought you were safe to note, but Return to the Killing Machine just said no thank you. Tap does keep you on your toes, and we're going into another round here. Dracula getting adapted on. Gonna have to bring it back and lock it up if they want to put the set away here.
Those JPs are so nice. Gwyn's gonna try to bring us to a game 5. Does get a block on the Gold Burst, but Gold Burst is so hard to punish, even if you do get a bait on it.
That is something that I would love to see changed, is just Gold Burst being at least a little bit more punishable.
Yeah.
And I think it's only like -10 or something like that on block. It's silly.
Nice jump. Does manage to get out of the corner pressure for now, but a DP puts you right back on the wall. You gotta make
And
something
now that is one
happen.
thing Bridget brings to the table, is that reversal without meter. Eno just can't compete, but the block on the Gold
Another
Burst.
Gold Burst block, but no punish. There's the 2H. Surely this is death, and we're going to a game 5.
Yeah. We are indeed. Do we see the double Luigi, or do we just see Gwyn just stylishly pull a reverse sweep out of the bag here? That's gonna be you know, a tale told here in a couple of minutes, because we're down to game 5. Maybe not even a couple of minutes. We got 99 seconds on the clock with these rounds, so
yeah, I mean,
they fly by.
The matches, especially in Strive, like because things are can be so snowbally and can be so devastating. I mean, you could imagine a situation where you get a big counter hit around start leading into like a burst bait somewhere in your combo, and you just completely run away with the rest of this game. And either of these players can easily do something like that.
Yeah, honestly, you're 100% correct, and the only thing that's really keeping these characters from being truly terrifying is that they can't necessarily two-touch as some of the other characters on the cast can, as reliably, rather. Because otherwise, that would be truly brawling if these characters could like mix and two-touch you. Oof.
Yeah. Careful. Nice mix coming in from Gwyn, but what patience from Kiddracula. Taking the turn back.
Oh, that 2S was reaching out, touching the hearts and minds of the people. Nice YRC, and this backdash gonna get caught again.
Red RC to take the turn back here. Nicely done. 26 frames, by the way.
Yeah, reactable.
Yep. Rock the Baby coming out. Oh, this is a big hit, though. What a throw. And Gwyn does have 50 meter here. Any hit could be enough from either of these players. Nicely done on the high low.
Bridget butt slam, then we complete just continue the combo after death. We will let them know. Bear hugs once again.
Dracula's gonna have to keep keeping up that patient game, but Gwyn has really adapted. I feel like doing some more like staggered long range pressure. Oh, what a side swap! Interesting.
Wow, yeah. Good block with the JD cracks open the dome, and everybody's defense is the same in a 50-50.
Very nice. Good hit there. YRC coming out. Kiddracula does have burst available. Bridget does build up that burst pretty quickly. Oh, this is so scary though. A couple of those trades and a big 6P from Gwyn. You have to burst somewhere, but it's gonna get baited.
Yep. Yeah, that was a checkmate situation, and GwynStylish locking it up 3-2 after honestly a crazy breakout from Dracula early on. Really good stuff to bring it back, and great adaptations on display. Man, Bridget.
A little bit of warm-up happening for GwynStylish. You know, your round 1 opponent DQs, and this is actually literally exactly what happened to me at Combo Breaker. My round 1 opponent DQ'd, and then I ended up going against PCH, who's like one of the top 100 chip players from, and it was just like, you know, I'm in some trouble here.
Yeah. happened to me at Frosty's, dude. Like my round 1 DQ'd, and who do I get put on stream against for my first ever major tournament match, mind you? None other than Snorlax.
Oh,
it was a good
lovely.
time. I'm not a bad Bikin, but he made me look like a bad Bikin. Like there was somebody in chat was like, "This looks like a day 1 Bikin." I was like, "Fair enough. You play Snorlax and see how he treats you, bros."
Yeah,
Like
absolutely.
that. Oh, so yeah, I definitely know the vibes there, and it is, you know, the warm up definitely can take place. The warm up, the glow up, and we saw it happen live there. And I'm really I'm vibing with this bracket as it continues to just break down and shake down. This has been great. Fightsticks and Flashkicks number 32. Big shout outs to everybody out there in chat. We really appreciate you being out there. We could do this without you guys, but shouting into the void is a lot less fun than shouting at you guys. So really appreciate you being here on this Thursday evening, this Friday Eve, if you will. And guys, we are just going to keep getting some more good Guilty Gear headed your way.
For sure. We got our next round of games. The last round of games